Welcome, friends.
Good evening, everyone. And today we have, very big good news and very big news. In fact, is that Gauri Khan, the wife of Shah Rukh Khan, seems to be in a very big trouble, and especially after, his son Aryan Khan landed him in so much of negative publicity, and all the money spent in the PR activity, crores and crores of money in building the image of SRK after his son's arrest has now gone in waste. After Gauri Khan is yet in a lot of trouble, as we will be discussing that in detail in today's session, and we'll be discussing also a lot of other interesting news which has developed, right? So yeah, it's over to you.
Yeah. So, you know, it's quite an irony because see, what has happened is that this lady, an FIR has been lodged against Gauri Khan by a person, and ironically, the name of the sort of property is Sushant Golf City area. Now, isn't it rather strange that everything that's happening has a Sushant's angle to it?
Yes.
And so, because everything that this Pathan has been trying, ever since his film has come out, is to convince people that he's still relevant. But everything has proved that he's a huge fraud, a huge lie. And now his wife adds to it after Aryan has also added a lot more masala to it. The whole family now can be called a family of fraud because everything that they did, as you take, the case of the drugs, okay, a righteous officer was transferred because of this fraud. Okay, everybody knew that he had drugs in his hand, but money power proved, powerful as well as political power. Now, in this case, in the Pathan case, everything, as we said, was a perfect lie. Right from this lyrics that was stolen from four or five, songs. Okay, the look that he had, the four, abs or whatever abs he had. Okay, then the story taken from Marvel series, and then the story that the theaters were full were all a huge lie. And they kept adding to it till yesterday. Taran Adarsh himself confessed that he had made a mistake, as Jerry had explained yesterday, that he had also made a mistake and it was only 500 crores. For all you know, that he doesn't even know what he's talking about and he's high on something. So on top of this, Pathan has been trying to put as many videos of his younger self on the YouTube. Now his wife is caught in a huge mess herself. And let's see what it is all about. Gauri Khan, the wife of Bollywood superstar SRK, has been named in a criminal complaint filed in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh on Wednesday. The complaint filed by Mumbai resident Jaswant Shah alleges that Gauri Khan, along with Anil Kumar Tulsiani, CMD of Tulsiani Construction and Development Limited, and its director Mahesh Tulsiani, were involved in a case of criminal breach of trust under Section 409 of the Indian Penal Code. According to the complaint, Jaswant Shah invested in property located in Tulsiani Golf View at Lucknow's Sushant Golf City area. I just repeat that again, at Lucknow's Sushant Golf City area, but did not receive possession of the flat despite paying 86 lakhs. The apartment was purchased from Tulsiani Construction and Developers Group, whose brand ambassador was none other than Gauri Khan. In 2016, MS Dhoni became the subject of controversy when residents of an Amrapali project in UP who were dissatisfied with the real estate group started mentioning him on social media. The residents of Amrapali Sapphire in Noida urged Dhoni either to distance himself from the company or to compel it to finish its incomplete projects. As a result of the social media uproar, MS Dhoni resigned from his position as brand ambassador of the Amrapali group. Now, actress Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle brand Goop was sued for 5 million for making false and misleading. Jaydev, can you take? Yeah, false and misleading claims about the health benefits of its product. In 2015, Madhuri Dixit got into trouble for promoting Maggie, as the Haridwar Food and Drug Administration issued a notice to her today about the assertions made in the advertisement. Maggie came under scrutiny after samples obtained by the UP Food Safety and Drug Administration were discovered to contain monosodium glutamate and lead levels that exceeded the allowable limit. So here, see, it's of course we're going to another piece of news also, which is also not in SRK's favor. So here, what you see is this whole family is so embroiled in controversies. You remember the time when she was caught in the airport with some drugs, and they got her released. Okay, and every time, and the time that SRK was caught in US and had to strip down, whenever you do something that's not in the interest of your country or that's honest, you will get caught, however famous you are. And this is what is happening to SRK. And what I found brilliant is that, see, the name of the property comes also as Sushant. So is Sushant indirectly taking revenge on this man who thought he was a superstar and nobody could touch him with a barge pole? Okay, so this amuses me no end. Now, to further add to this, the Pushpa star Allu Arjun also rejected a cameo role in Shah Rukh Khan's film, and this has really surprised him. Fans were excited to think even that Allu Arjun and Shah Rukh Khan would come together in Atlee's film Jawan, but it seems their collaboration is not happening. After Shah Rukh Khan's box office hit, as PR says it, everyone was desperately waiting for Jawan to revive him. The film, directed by South Indian director Atlee, is among the most awaited films of the year, they say. Nayantara and Vijay Sethupathi are going to play pivotal roles in the film. Recently, rumors had it that Pushpa star Allu Arjun had been approached by makers to play a special cameo in the film. It got all the fans super excited, as it would be for the first time that Allu Arjun and Shah Rukh Khan will be seen in the movie together. But here, then came the disappointing news. As per the latest updates, Allu Arjun has rejected the role. And it states that the Allu Arjun was given a narration of the film, but due to his packed schedule, he had to stay. No, he's reportedly running on a chock-a-block schedule as he's prepping hard for Pushpa, The Rule. The shooting for the same is underway, and he has two major schedules to wrap up. The report also suggests that he took time to think about his role in Jawan, but it was difficult for him to choose the role over Pushpa. But this indeed is sad for those who wanted to see these two actors together. So it's very apparent that, see, it's not that Allu was mulling over it. Allu knows very clearly why Shah Rukh Khan wanted him in the cameo role, so that he could, cash in on Allu Arjun's number of fans. So it is, Shah Rukh Khan will not do anything without benefit for him. That whole family is made for that. If you look at Gauri Khan, she has absolutely no idea about furnishings or anything. She gets some people to do some, pick up some furniture from some bazaars and puts it together and says it is her style. Okay, this is something we also found out because once we had interviewed her. Now she, because during this COVID time and all, there was no money for Shah Rukh Khan and his family. So what she did was she cashed in all their friends. So she got hold of Katrina Kaif. She got hold of all these, these useless housewives, Bollywood housewives. And she started doing their houses. And she kept saying that, see, their signature style. But they have to be someone to have a signature style. Now, why would Bunty Sajde's sister have any signature style? Who is she? Now, she has to be someone to have some sort of a signature. Or if you're talking about Sanjay Kapoor's wife, who is she? So Gauri Khan and Shah Rukh Khan made money that way, going in and cashing in on their friends' apartments and doing it, and so that sort of thing happened in between. But then again, they were pushed back because of Samir Wankade's investigation, where their son was caught and put in jail, because of drugs. So then again, Shah Rukh Khan had to forget all about his Pathan, and run to Delhi to catch hold of some political friends to get him released. So when that happened, then the whole Pathan fiasco happened. And now, just when he was getting over that, you can see how haggard he looks in Smriti Irani's stepdaughter's reception. He looks like an old man. Now, to top it all, now his wife is also into property. Okay, so it's like this man's problems will never end, and on top of that, the property that they're speaking about has Sushant's name also to it. So can you imagine when your time is bad, everything goes wrong, and why do you think the time is bad for SRK? The time is bad because of his bad karma, his whole family's bad karma. You remember the time when Gauri said that, see, I'm going to lock my son up, so that he doesn't go to parties and he doesn't take drugs. See? Even then, she doesn't say what he did was a wrong thing and children should not go after drugs like any normal parent would. She was saying that there is a temporary solution, which is she'll lock him in his bedroom. So instead of having watchful parents, this boy has parents who are not correcting him at all. For all you know, they like drugs themselves. So this is the situation at the moment, Jaydev. So take over from there, yes.
Yeah, so a few key points to note is that Gauri, she is the brand ambassador of this property, and this guy paid around 86 lakhs for that property, and it is called some Sushant Golf City, right? And he has not got ownership, in spite of paying this much of amount. He's not got ownership, and Gauri is the ambassador of this real estate firm, right? And so you can see how they all the brands they associate with also don't have clean dealings, right? And also if you go back in time, right, there were reports that Gauri was caught in an airport in Germany, in Berlin, with drugs with marijuana, right? And also, you have Simi Garewal's show where Shah Rukh Khan told openly that he doesn't mind if his son does drugs, have sex openly, and also sort of smokes or whatever. So you can see from all these kinds of interviews in the past that the parents themselves of Aryan Khan, they are involved in all these, immoral activities themselves. So how can they set a good example for their children, right? And now karma seems to be catching up to the likes of SRK, especially after the Sami Wankade incident, right? So even if you have all the money in the world, you can have all the money in the world, you can buy all the mainstream media channels writing all sorts of fake reports like Patan crossed 1,000 crores, and also you can buy film critics like Taran maybe, and he is every day he is oscillating his box office figures just like a stock market price. Today he says it crosses 300 crores. Tomorrow he says, oh no, it is just inching towards 300 crores, right? So what is it? Is it like a stock market price? The box office correction, right?
Yeah.
So you can see how they're trying to desperately cover up their lies, and they are in denial. The whole Bollywood industry is in denial that boycott Bollywood movement is not working when it is, it is getting stronger every day, especially after the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, right? And so Bollywood is doesn't know what to do by employing these kinds of tactics by purchasing so many tickets for their fan clubs, 50,000 plus tickets for their fan
Don't forget
clubs,
the popcorn and samosa.
the popcorn and samosa by taking small by making small videos of fans dancing inside the theaters, bursting firecrackers, and
Inside the
circulating
theater. How dangerous, yeah.
the same video in multiple Twitter accounts, right, with hardly one or two followers in those accounts.
You
So you
know
can
what
see,
I found very amusing,
yeah,
Jaydeep, is the fact that, see, when he went for this Smriti Irani's reception, everybody's very happy. Moni and her, that chauffeur husband, also all very happy. Smriti Irani also showing all her teeth and smiling. But you look at Shah Rukh Khan, he looks like a ghost. He doesn't know where he's landed. So you can see the kind of fear, डरा हुआ इंसान. He doesn't know. He thinks that a political power will help him. That is also not helping him. Nothing is helping him. The poor guy is in a hot soup. for all you know. And now this his lady love has also put him in bigger problem, you know.
So all the money he spent for Pathan's PR activity in resurrecting his image has gone to waste with this news report.
Yeah, Sonal says Sushant is now taking revenge. He has the aspect of Lord Shiva is straightening out corrupt Bollywood industry by singling out every wrong and the wrongdoers. Har Har Mahadev, justice for SSR Disha. You know, Sonal, I was really shocked when I heard this news last night. And looking at the name of the property also, it is Sushant. Can you imagine? See, there's so much, I feel sad for the man who's invested in property there. He paid around 86 lakhs to get his property. And he's not been given it despite the ambassador being Mrs. Superstar's wife. Okay. Now, this Mrs. Superstar's wife, her company itself is a hollow sham. Okay. Now, here she comes and endorses a property that is also a sham. Okay. What does it speak of this family? You know. And then he keeps going and crying in his bathroom. I mean, in this case, that he's not going to come out of the bathroom at all, because every day he has to cry. You know. So this is a very sad situation for the Khans, because the Khans are now so deep in what you say, a quagmire. After Taran Adash's statement might have sent shivers, down their spines.
Yes.
Absolutely. Manjushri says Sushant is haunting the entire. See, it is without doubt. How come the name of the building, is Sushant Golf? This thing. So, which means, somebody is mocking them from way above. What Shinde can't do, Eknath Shinde can't do, what Fadnavis can't do, what Smriti Irani is like dancing around and doing, what all these people can't do, even Supreme Court can't do. There is a Supreme Court above that is doing all this. And today we are happy because we have been on this mission for 2.5 years, and we will continue to fight for this man who has led the way for so many people. His cleansing process is meticulous, and he will do it with style. And this is one of the best, sixers, if you were to talk about it in cricket. This is the best sixer, And, looking at the picture, let's go back to the picture, Jaydev, where we have them walking, the wife and the husband. Just before that. Yes. Look at how old he is. Now, as he grows older, one thing you will notice about Shah Rukh Khan is this, his biggest feature is his nose. So, like Pinocchio, now it is becoming so big that, you forget about all his other features, And I'm not saying it to mock him or anything. It's just that I'm saying that, see, if I look at his face, I see a nose now, And same way, this woman, Gauri, she has done so much Botox and so much of these facial, whatever suctions and all that have been done, that what she was when she was a teenager, when he married her, and what she is today is like chalk and cheese. Why do they do this? Are they so unhappy with themselves? Put a plastic body to their, seem to show abdomens, and this woman is always trying to, because, she can't compete with the newbies, like these Ananya and all that, because they have good figures, like the Shapatni. So they try to wear the clothes that the Shapatni and all these girls wear, but they don't have the figure for it. See, now, if it is a common middle-aged woman, we will accept the fact that we are getting older. Yeah, we are putting on some flesh and it's okay. We accept life as we grow old. But these women who are, the superstars' wives, they can't take it, So that is why you see, whenever a superstar's wife goes to a plastic surgeon, he sees her as a, what you call a chicken, a roast chicken, on a plate, because he's going to make so much money out, of feeding on her. And they have made huge profits because of these women. So these are the things that have been happening to Shah Rukh Khan, and you can see the kind of he looks so old. Dhanashree says he's looking just 80 years old. Now I really feel sad because he doesn't understand that he is no longer saleable. Okay. Now, Vidya says Sushant acted as a cricketer in MS Dhoni's untold story. One whole year of practicing, 4 hours. Here also, Vidya, let me tell you, another very big scam was what MS Dhoni did with Ekta Kapoor's CEO, which is Ekta Kapoor's company. What they did was they started these constructions. And what we just spoke about was one of those scams, where he was ripped apart by public because they didn't get the property. Now you can imagine, see, MS Dhoni by himself was okay. Then he got married, and this lady is, full of greed. She wants the whole world. She wants to live like a, sheikha. So what happened was that the moment he got married, he forgot all his ethics and morals and all that, and he began to play it according to her tune. And that's how he got involved in movies and movie making and all these real estate. So here you see all these people are endorsing products, and they don't stand by it. So what sort of morals or ethics do they have? For example, a woman like Alia, she talks about Coca-Cola and spreading how nice it is, and the next moment she says she doesn't take sugar. Okay, well, Coca-Cola, a bottle will have at least about 25 spoons of sugar. Madam, you're drinking it. And on the other hand, you say you don't take sugar. Okay? So these double
Yeah, and
standards are.
she sits in those AC trailer cars for putting makeup, which is not good for the environment.
Yes. Next is
So
Salman's properties, says divided streets. Why on earth these people are behaving like gluts? They have so much money. Selfish people only want more and more. His face and body was photoshopped in Pathan. Dhanashree. Even Gauri is not seen with the younger son Abraham. She seems, yes, absolutely no attachment. It is the same thing that I see with Abhishek and his daughter. There's absolutely no attachment there at all. I'm sure Minaji and Jaydevi both are blessed, and I'm sure SSR is watching wherever he is. So much has happened in Bollywood
yes, Nina.
is unimaginable. Here, let me tell you, Nina. See, we are Shiva Bhakts. Okay. Sushant was a Shiva Bhakt. And I assume that his whole family are Shiva Bhakts. Okay. The communication from Lord Shiva is very strong. The fact that you are here, and so many of you are here, means that you are also following him. So when the God Almighty is putting things together, he is the one who runs the universe. When he's sending messages, it reaches all of us. And that's why we fight. Oh my gosh, SRK looks so old. And if you check his teeth, because see, it's all yellowish. That tells you another thing. Hello, ma'am and Jaydev. I saw Deepika in Qatar Airways. Ma'am, my question is, they're getting more and more ads. Okay, here let me tell you one thing, Nisha. Ads are completely controlled by people like Bunty Sajde, okay, who's connected to Salman Khan and his brother Bunty. Bunty to his brother, Salman's brother, I forget his name, Jaydev. See,
Sohil.
no,
Arbor.
yes, no, Suhay, yes, Suhay. So what happens is that they dictate the terms. See, it's all connected. If you look at it, Quan, and now what they've done is they've named a cornerstone Dharma Cornerstone, okay, in which you have gay boy also there, okay, Karan Johar. So now wherever Karan Johar is there is naturally lot of drama, okay, because he believes in drama. So here let me connect you with the story that we pulled yesterday. The story where, Gummy Man, or you would say Canadian Kumar, or you would say Bangkok Bawarchi, he went in style, to the airport with James Bond, like, with so many women, Disha Patni and Vagera Vagera, see all these, what do you call these, item girls, all, holding all of them, knowing fully well that the program in New Jersey was cancelled. Okay. And apparently all the programs were cancelled. and by it was being arranged by the entertainers, and it all got cancelled. Now, here, I would like to say that this whole thing was arranged by Dharma, a cornerstone. Now, who's the man behind this? We're already talking about Banti Sajda, Karan Johar. The man who's doing all this is Gauri Uday Shankar. Who is Gauri Uday Shankar? You're very familiar with him. Okay? He made several calls, at least 5 calls to Sushant before he died. He was the one who was pulled up by CBI and questioned. Okay. And he was the one who made 25 calls to Riya Chakravarti. Okay. Before Sushant died. The call record shows that. So who is this man? And why are these women going like a harem with this gummy man? There is something very, very eerie in this, because if they don't have shows there, what are they going to do there? You remember I told you a few days back that a few years back, a Telugu businessman took many Telugu starlets to America. And then many of them were arrested because they were having, sexual relationship. They were taken there for having sexual relationships with businessmen, top businessmen in USA. So that was the main purpose of that. Of course, the money of which goes to Cabal. Now here also, I'm not too sure whether they're for a show. So we have our doubts. We do not know. We cannot confirm anything. But I would request all of you in the US to keep a close eye. Okay, they are in certain cities. Which are the cities, Jay? If you could talk about it, Dallas, I think.
New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey is cancelled.
Yeah, New Jersey, and there are some other cities which.
Dallas and Atlanta. So there are some other cities also. Friends, please note that and see what these people are really up to. Are there any shows, or are they up to something else? Because there seems to be definitely something hanky-panky about this. Now, why would Gauri Uday Shankar call Sushant before he died? We all know that this girl, Disha, was working with Cornerstone before she was killed. Okay, so she was connected to Cornerstone. There's something hanky-panky there also. Now, 25 calls to Riya Chakravarti. Who is Riya Chakravarti? And how are they connected? Okay. And now Riya Chakravarti is the girlfriend of Banti Sajda. Okay. What is the message that she's giving? That she is with the big mafia. Nobody can touch her. Okay. Now you asked me a question just now. See how these people are getting so many ads. Deepika or Chipika, who they're getting ads because everything is controlled. Do you see, some other actresses who, act in small movies getting any ads? No. Every day you will see Alia Bhatt in every form, from Satan to, an angel. In everything. Even if the plumber comes, she's there. Even if the ice cream man comes, she's there. If Flipkart comes, she's there. If Amazon comes, she's there. Sometimes I curse this Mahesh Bhatt for even getting his wife to, give birth to this girl, because we have had enough. She's coming out of our years. Okay. Then you say, who are the other people in the ads? Can you just tell me? Akshay Kumar? Varun Dhawan? Okay. Saif in some. Saif is also not very favored. Kareena in some. Okay. So you're talking only about a few people. And these are the select few who are getting ads. Now, if you look at these people who are on the screen, okay, what is the image of Nora Fateh, the belly dancer? She was just a belly dancer. She came to India and she became famous. Now, who was she connected with? She was connected with Sukesh Chandrasekhar. What for? He's in the jail in Tihar. Now, why would you have any connection with a jail inmate? Okay. We all know what she went there for and what had happened to Jacqueline Fernandez. Okay. They got plenty of gifts and they had relationship with this man who flew them down in private planes, gave them cars and gave them diamonds and horses and geese and pigs and whatever. Okay. So all these things were given to them to make them happy. So you have Nora Fateh. Now who's Mauni? Okay, Mauni, you remember before her marriage, she was in Canada, or she was in UK. No, she was in UK, and she was the one who was constantly speaking of Gummy Man, a close relationship to Gummy Man, and the fact that she would help Sandeep Singh because Sandeep Singh was in deep problem in the SSR case. And the news that was floating around was that, see, she would make another passport for him and get him out of India. Okay, so that was the kind of connections that this girl had there. And then suddenly, of course, then you have that lovely, lovely wedding, you know, where she comes across as a Bengali bride getting married to a Malayali boy, you know, looking all cute and all. Now you go to her Instagram, and you will find only semi-nude pictures of her in all sorts of provocative poses, you know. So why would she do that now? She's a happily married woman. She should get her roles and she should be happy with that. So what is she doing? She's also trying to sell herself. Same thing with Disha Patni. Who is Disha Patni? Okay, Disha Patni comes from a good family. But Disha Patni, right from the beginning, like Kriti Sanon, has made it very clear that she will go to the highest bidder. Okay, meaning that, see, which whoever gives good movies, I'm not going too far. Okay, whoever gives a good movies. Okay. Did you hear of any movie that she's got till recently? I've not seen any movies of hers. So where did she get the money from? And see, why would I, if I sit in America, want to see unknown actresses like this perform for us? Okay. If a superstar is coming and superstar actresses are coming, yes, definitely I'd buy tickets and want to see them. Of course, in this space when boycott Bollywood is happening, nobody wants to go and see them. That's a fact. Still, I'm saying, earlier, if you wanted to see Raj Kapoor or Vijay Mala or Rajesh Khanna, they were all the cream of society at that time, cream of Bollywood. So you went to see them. Now, why would I want to see all these unknown people? The half a dozen girls who wear nothing are unknown names. Okay, but behind this is Dharma cornerstone. Okay, have you noticed that when these girls go for parties at Karan Johar's parties, how they dress? Even someone like Rashmika wears nothing. Okay, because those are the rules. You know, you get your invite, you know, and in the invite it's especially said that please come in slitted skirt, your cleavage showing, okay, everything showing, in fact. So Karan Johar also has a role in this. Why these girls are stripping down to nothing? They are showpieces, and they are being taken for a purpose. It looks like. Are they going there for dancing? Okay, so at least Nora Fateh, he can do some belly dance. What will these other girls do? They can't dance for nuts. And what are these other two characters, you know, those comedians also they're going for? And as far as Akshay Kumar is concerned, if he removes his hairpiece, he's older than Shah Rukh Khan. Are people going to watch him? You know, so these are the things that I would, ask. How come there is baby dump doing 3 months of pregnancy and having twins? Is it possible to know in third month what there will be twins? Dhanashri, you are talking about. I also noticed that only few of the people are pampered in Kapil Sharma show. Kiara was given so much importance and Prajakta is completely ignored. Bachchan too, a wig, has no hair actually, and his hairstylist is a stylist just for him. Pays him heavily to keep silent and not to look for outside customers for a living. So you remember there was one incident when Hrithik Roshan went into public and he forgot to cover his hair at the back. So he had a huge bald patch, and that was highlighted by all the media to understand that Hrithik is also wearing a hairpiece. Reality is so different. Projector is much more intelligent, says Vishal. Divided streets. The sad part is they name all these companies after our gods and Veda words like Balaji, Dharma, etc.
So I would like to bring one very interesting piece of strategy which is being introduced by Bollywood. And what is that strategy, you will ask? So apparently, what is this new strategy that Bollywood is trying to put into picture, right? Now, Bollywood is trying to enter the luxury wedding sector of India, right? And how is that going to happen, right? So apparently, this the Marriott Hotel Group, they are launching this, thing called Shadi by Marriott Bonvoy Reimagined, the one-stop destination for luxurious weddings where you dream and Marriott does the rest. Now, initially conceived as Shadi by Marriott Bonvoy in 2016, and in 2017 it was inaugurated. And apparently, Shadi 2.0, which is all done by Marriott Bonvoy Group, involved a musical celebration headlined by Karan Johar, Tiger Shroff, and Shamak Dawar. Now, an elegant decor marked by touches of royal opulence deployed rustic gold with interspersed floral setups for the venue. Now, यहाँ कुछ नहीं सब कुछ होता है. This is what Karan Johar remarked regarding this sort of arrangement. And this sort of arrangement is there in all the 138 Marriott properties across India for prospective couples who are looking to marry, right? And so, how does Bollywood come into this picture? Is that apparently we are thrilled to this is what this lady's name is Ranju Alex. She's the area vice president of South Asia Marriott International. We are thrilled to have hosted the biggest musical wedding celebration of the year. Shadi by Marriott Bonvoy Reimagined is all set to make your wedding experiences grander, bigger, and more luxurious. We are extremely grateful to Tiger Shroff, Karan Johar, and Shamak Dawar for putting together a great evening for our esteemed guests and for making the celebration a memorable one. So, commenting on what makes Shadi 2.0 different, she replied, during the pandemic, the one business that didn't go out of fashion and returned as soon as the hotels were open was weddings. However, some new trends have emerged in the past 2 years. People don't always wait for auspicious dates to get married nowadays. The lead time is much shorter, sometimes as short as 3 weeks to 1 month. Even though grand weddings are still very much in vogue, there's also an increasing demand for niche handcrafted weddings where details matter more than scale. More than scale. Sustainable weddings are also on the rise. So apparently, from this you can make out that Bollywood is trying to get a backdoor entry into very luxurious weddings, tailored by the Marriott Hotel Group, in which they are the couple who is going to get married. Maybe their parents will be paying enormous amounts of money to have a performance by any of the Bollywood people. So this is another source of revenue, which they are looking at, in making money and making themselves significant. So this is how the Marriott Group is supporting Bollywood. It looks
Yeah.
like.
See, it's not only Marriott Hotel, it's also these, if you look at the luxury car dealers, they're also
Yeah.
having some hanky panky business with these people, and that's why they give them these very expensive cars. Now, Savitri says, Meena, what use of having so much money and power when they all look so unhappy? See, this is another statement also made by, somebody else also said that they all look very unhappy. So this is so true because I was watching Kiara at her wedding, dressed very well, elegantly, and all that with the Siddharth. But you watch her eyes. Her eyes are as dead as fish. So then that means she has compromised. And if she has compromised, what is the compromise that she has made? Is what we are curious. you know so I'm fed up of watching Alia's goofy and over the top nature before the media. She thinks she owns the filmdom. She'll win awards, get good scripts. There is no threat to her life. Yes, absolutely. This Kapil Sharma now started calling people like Shark Tanks, news reporters, etc. Even he knows Bollies are boycotted by most of it. Let's take a few more comments. Sonal says, if you see their eyes, there is no happiness or peace in them. RC Uday Singh Gauri, RC we're talking about is Riya Chakravarti. The light is missing despite the reports to the contrary. Yes, See, Sona, none of these people are cursed. Okay. If you talk about Suraj Pancholi, he doesn't have even one film. He's running to court all the time and bad mouthing, Jia Khan's mother. Okay. Same thing with Riya Chakravarti. Not one ad, not one movie. Okay. Running behind a useless fellow like Batti, as I say, who resembles Salman Khan. Now, that means that see they're scared for their lives all the time. And the very fact that see Bunty Sajde is aligning with her is because it said that see she used to supply drugs, okay, at parties, and these came out in the WhatsApp chats when Sushant was alive. Now, if you have, then you understand that there is a specific role for her. So we will call them in our because we are talking decently. We will say that she is his girlfriend. Okay, but you know what she is actually. Okay. Similarly, when you talk about porn, the role of porn was to supply drugs at parties, and all these people, when they were questioned by the ED and all of them, they admitted to that in the WhatsApp chats. So the whole thing, if you're talking about, see, whenever somebody gives you something, if you've got values and morals, you will not accept it. But if you don't have it, you give something to take something. Okay. So all these people have given something and will continue to give something. If you ask me, of course, we'll move on to that news later. Sushmita Sen had a heart attack. Okay. She's already forgotten. You look at Bipasha Basu. These were the hot babes of Mahesh Bhatt, Vikram Bhatt, okay, and you're talking about Mukesh Bhatt. These three people have exploited all the women in Bollywood. Together, these three men have exploited all the women, to tell you the truth, okay, and they discarded them. Vikram, had an affair with Sushmita, threw her away, and he spoke very nasty words like, there was a time when he said that Sushmita used to smell terrible. You can't go close to her. Of course, after that, things changed. She became their favorite and all that. So please remember that these men used to think that they ruled the Bollywood kingdom. Now things have changed, And who are the people who are now scared? You're talking about Shah Rukh Khan. You're talking about Salman Khan. He's going around with a gun, bulletproof vehicle, okay? And all the time looking at everybody as though they are going to kill him. Salman Khan can't enter a function without looking around at everybody because he's scared from where the attack will come. What sort of life is this? So well said, Sonal and Savitri. Oh, what is the use? If they are scared, there's no happiness. They have sold their souls to the devil. Once you sell your souls to the devil, nothing more can be expected from them. And what I find very tasteless is the way these people come and assemble at the airport. And you have these poor paparazzi. They're all paid photographers, very paid minimum wages. So these people are, keep calling them sir, madam, His Highness, Her Highness, and actually these people, these item girls, think that they are, the princesses or queens. For that 1 minute, 2 minutes, okay, I will give you this pose, I will give you this pose. But they know in their own hearts, they know what they are. Are they saleable commodity? Are they just like the cars that they drive? So these are things that need to be, questioned at the end of the day, because as you become older, these are the things that will haunt you. Nowadays, young people are going to gyms, have suffered heart attacks and died on the spot. Exactly, Minaji. They are not happy, scared, and weak within, says Sherry. Actually, this is what they want, Minaji. These Bolly want to make this give and take. Cheap acts as common and acceptable, because if we all start behaving like them, it will become normal. This is it. Divided streets. We should have boycotted this 30 years ago when Sanjay.
Yes, divided streets.
What Jane, absolutely. Sushmita also seems to be a fitness freak. Deepika Kakkar, life is only vlogging because loads of money is involved. Same thing, Debolina Banerjee, both of them, these husbands live lavishly, buying home expensive cars where the money is pumping from. My father in law is in late 80s. Even he looks better than him. True Indian. All these heartless people cannot have heart attacks. It's karma attack, only internally, by God. Sushant, Shiva's child. Due to COVID vaccine, says Lovely. Sushmita is a chain smoker. She came as a keynote speaker once for a charity fundraiser I used to be part of. She was smoking non-stop, says Chitra. Sonal says their lives are less than exemplary. Their lives that they have created and are living is actually nothing less than a punishment. Life that's a lie is a prison. In Selfie, some reviews had shown exactly opposite. The fans are so crazy about the actors and had shown that boycott Bollywood does next. Here, let me tell you one point, since you're all remarking about the same thing. There was a video. This was before Alia's kid came out. I don't know from where, but the kid came out. And in this scene, when Ranbir Kapoor is walking in front, okay, and the director of Brahmastra is walking behind, and this girl is walking, Alia Bhatt is walking a little behind these two. And Ranbir says something, and she looks at him with such anger and irritation. And this is, I'm telling you, before the marriage, okay, or much before that. So, can you imagine why she got married to him? She didn't love him. You can make out, see, you would have better feelings for a beggar who asks for money than she had on that day for Ranbir. And there are many times when they have interviews where they argue. Both of them don't have IQ, but it is a question of A or B, that way. So even there they used to argue. So putting the interviewer in embarrassment. So this itself shows that all these things, everything that the Bollywood, film city rests on is artificial. Everything. Yes. Gutterwood is going to the gutters as ASAP. Continue the boycott, everyone. Absolutely. I would suggest, addressing all the people from America, please do not go for this Akshay Kumar's entertainer program. Even if people tell you, please dissuade them from going for this program. Let us not encourage these bimbos, and make our youngsters follow them. Adani is funded by Soros, not by Modi ji. He's exposed. What do you people think? Well, we would not agree on that, true India. So let us move on to something else.
I would say that Hindenburg company is definitely funded by Soros and not
Yeah,
Adani.
so it would be opposite of what
Yeah.
you say. Yeah. Deblina Banerjee along with Rashmi Desai and Ankita in Pajama Party with Disha Silent Group, but no one talked about her. Jiva
Hi,
says,
Jiva.
yes. So sad we are currently living our karma, and how much more karma can we accumulate? Well said. Okay. Heard in one wedding, Kiara's, one actress, think Karina, was to show up but could not, and she had given her mal name to the list. Individual preference was given in that wedding. Uh, I did not understand this, GRA. If you could further illustrate, it seems rather interesting. Heard in one wedding, Kiara's, one actress, so let's say Karina, was to show up but could not, and she had given her mal name to the list. Individual preference was given in that wedding. Okay, so the list was very selective. Alia is so annoying she needs to shut up. She has a sugar daddy and get the roles only because of Mahesh and Keju. Yes. Adani has been in business for over 3 decades. Definitely not a sort of small. And here, let me get one thing straight with viewers. Let us be a proud country that has many billionaires, millionaires who are taking the country forward and giving 1 million jobs to our Indians. Okay, so as let us not be some sort of communist country like what Russia was earlier, and say that see only these people should enjoy well. No, if there are rich businessmen helping give jobs to other Indians, please go ahead and do it. That's why I admire the Tatas, the in a sense Ambanis, though of course I've got some other crowds with them, the Adanis, and so many more people, because they're doing a great service to our country. China, Soros, Edinburgh, and Congress is the yes. It's the cabal. Wedding at Jaipur, yes. Closer to Park to supply drugs. Okay. Wow. Ranbir Kapoor's face expressions were very different, as if he sighed in a pensive mood after the birth of his daughter Raha. Okay, now the daughter's name is also very strange. Vidya, Bollywood is part of breaking India forces, without a doubt. Kabal became enemy of SSR after his movie MS Dhoni. Vishal. Vishali, they are attacking Ambani and Adani. Very sad, yes. Hello, Minaji. I'm Jay. They can't join in live cause at work, but I try to come in whenever
Thanks,
I
Zoya.
can. I always watch. Thank you, Zoya. And my regards to your friends as well. They're jealous of their wealth, absolutely. True Indian. Recent news in TN Butts employed in the textile hub of Tripura are attacked from last 1 month, and latest update is thousands flocked in train because 12 men were attacked severely with swords. I don't know how you're linking that to Adani, so let us see what you will say further. Okay,
No,
let's move on.
I think that's a different person who commented on that.
Let's move on
So,
to another, yes, another,
yeah.
another piece of news.
Yeah, so coming to the next piece of news, friends, is with regards to Kangana. And what does Kangana have to say? And Kangana says that she refused when Bikari film mafia told her to go to Hero's room at night. So apparently, now she's come out in the open, and she said that please note my mother is not rich because of me. Come from a family of politicians, bureaucrats, and businessmen. Mom has been a teacher for more than 25 years. Film mafia must understand where my attitude comes from and why I can't do cheap stuff and dance in weddings like them. And because I refuse to giggle like other girls, didn't do item numbers, didn't dance at weddings, and refused to go to heroes' rooms at night, they declared me mad and tried to jail me. Is this attitude or integrity? Instead of improving me, they're trying to improve me. But the thing is, I don't want anything for myself. I have mortgaged everything to make one film. These demons will be exterminated. So apparently now she's again,
Making
trying to
U-turns. Yeah. So this is another U-turn that she's making before her Indira Gandhi emergency movie comes out. Now the movie is on the brink of being released. So now Madam needs right-wingers. Okay. She needs awards. She needs people like Smriti Irani to help her, get a show in the government theaters. Okay. Like in the Rashtrapati Bhavan or somewhere. Now she needs to catch hold of Modi ji, and she needs to catch hold of all these people. Of course, Smriti will help naturally. And so this is her mood now. So now don't expect her to lick Ikta's boot, because this is not the time. Once it is released, she's got her awards, she's won her best Kanjivaram sari, gone for the award, taken it. Then she will come and she'll say, where is Ekta Kapoor? Where is Alt Balaji? Okay? And where is that, what is that serial she did? Some stupid lockup or
Lockup.
something. Yeah. Where is lockup? And where
No,
are all
there's
those
a season two in which
Desdrohis?
she's
Yeah. Let us
there.
get hold of them and bring them back and make them heroes. Don't trust this woman. Don't trust Anupam Kher. These are all people who make U-turns when it suits them. So, yeah. Divided Street says, thank you, Minaji and Jaydev ji, for such good truth channel. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. Very great work.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much for that. Man, this is separate news.
Okay.
I saw some pictures that were horrific as the laborers were bleeding in a pool of blood and many were terrorized. Kangana cannot be trusted by anymore. Absolutely. Kangana is playing the victim card, you know. So I think on this note, we can end this session, Jade.
And friends, make sure to hit the like button as it will help reach this video, reach more and more audiences, and more people become aware of what's happening under the filth of Bollywood. So with that, we will end this session, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp. And
Yeah.
until then, Jai Hind.
Good night and Jai Hind.